Hello, Angel here. Welcome to or back to the space. Lovely to see you here one more time. So today I am doing a hashtag. Hurrah! This is a hashtag at a new channel, Dragonfly Dilly. And the hashtag is what made me do it. Now, I really want to support their channel, and I also thought the hashtag was really fun. So this is all about, what made us choose our decks in our collection. Why did we do it? So we've got 10 prompts, well 9 actually, and one is like a bit free and easy, which I do like me some free and easy. I like, to fly by the seat of my pants. If you've been here before, you'll know that. So without further ado, we're going to get into the first prompt. The first prompt is Tarot Tube Made Me Do It. So a deck that was inspired by Tarot Tube. Well, that's pretty much the whole of my collection, to be quite frank. Let's get into the first deck. So obviously I say this with tongue in cheek, nobody on TarotTube made me purchase this deck, but it was inspired by TarotTube. This is the Tantric Dakini Oracle deck. It would really help if I could say the name of this deck. And this bag did not come with this deck. It is a deck from one of Angie Sallen's decks. Anyway, so yes, that was that. And I've recently modified mine. Mine had white, well, obviously everybody's who purchases this deck has white borders around the edges, unless of course you modify it like I have. You can see how well this video is going to go, can't you? I'm thinking that I need to cut this bit off, but I haven't gotten that far. But I have edged it in orange, because why not? And I've been using this deck. Let me sit down, because I feel like I'm standing on ceremony here. I've been using this deck paired with the, what's it called? The Wild Unknown Tarot. I've been having a ball with this combination. I love it. And this deck is really cheeky. No, it's not cheeky. It's not even cheeky. It's like, it gives you a bit of a nudge with the elbow and a bit of a wink. So when you're like, please, can you just tell me what the message is? It's like, not really gonna, but I'm gonna throw you a bit of a sly comment just to make you smile. But you're not smiling, you're crying, because inside you want to know what the message is, but this deck won't tell you. But still, it's a bit fun. It's like that cheeky chappy, that cheeky chappy. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you know what I mean, but yeah, it is. It's it helps you to a point, and then when it kind of feels that you're kind of possibly asking the same question, not that I'm saying that I'm, I do ask the question again and again and again. All right, maybe I have once or twice. I've definitely experienced this deck throw me like a curveball and be like, you've gotten your answer, and here's just an extra answer to add a bit of cheekiness to the reading. So it's got, it's quite a fun deck actually. It is. It's quite fun. I like it. I like it a lot, and it is a bit bonkers. It is a bit, It's a bit out there, I'm going to say, but that is definitely the deck that TarotTube made me buy. And specifically it was Meg at Honey Rose Ritual that I saw this deck on their channel, and I was like, oh, I think I might need that. But it's only been, I'm going to say in the last month that I have gotten it out, modified it, edged it, and been using it, seriously, and really getting to know it. Been loving it. Loving. What luck that I can spell. Okay, prompt number 2 is My Heart Made Me Do It. So a deck that pulled at my heartstrings. So I think that's got to be the Oak, Ash and Thorn deck. These are the bags. Now, I don't tend to use animal decks, but this artwork is just so stunningly beautiful. It's so sweet. It's, I'm going to say gentle in some places, but in other places, obviously, what's the word? It's a bit, not distressing, but it's, as nature is, sometimes it can be kind, and sometimes nature can be not so kind. But I just think this deck is absolutely stunning, and I've used it. I think I used it last year in connection with quite a few of my earthy decks. The one that specifically springs to mind is the Into the Lonely Woods Tarot. I'm going to link a video in the description box about the experience I had with these decks, and I used this deck, and it was just so beautiful. It was so supportive, and it was like having a companion that held my hand through the lonely woods, as it were, actually. I was doing a specific spread. With a tarot tuber that a spread that I'd found on TarotTube by a new tarot tuber, I feel they were at the time, Jessie Chom, I think their name is. If I can find that video, I'll link it in the description box. And yeah, it was the actual spread was all about going into the wildwood. I think I'm sure that was the spread, the theme of the spread. And so this kind of was like a no-brainer. And as mentioned, it was just like a really beautiful, kind, friendly animal companion that just, you know, kept me company on my travels in this lonely forest, or in this forest. It was really beautiful. Loved it. And since then I haven't actually used it, which is really naughty because this is absolutely stunning. But I need to get it back out again. I mean, look at this. It's just so beautiful. It really needs to come out again. And you know, just to add insult to injury, me saying that I haven't used this one, I do actually have the Heartwood Tarot on my wish list currently as well, so you know, which is a bit naughty. I need to make sure I'm using this more before I bring the Heartwood into my practice, I feel. She says, you know, with a bit of a wink. Prompt number 3, My Head Made Me Do It. A deck that I thought about, that I made a mindful decision about, that possibly filled a gap in my collection. What deck? Now I think that's got to be the Turning Terrestrial Tides Tarot. This was a deck that I put a lot of thought into purchasing. I was really back and forward because it's quite an expensive deck, and I still haven't pinpointed if it's indie or mass market. I'm going to show you the information on the back so you can see. Hopefully that's in shot and it's in focus, otherwise I should put the names on the screen. Yeah, so I ended up actually purchasing it on Amazon, unfortunately, but what put me off buying it was the fact that it was quite expensive, and it is quite a dinky deck, which I'm going to show you in just a wee second. But can I just say to creators, in my humble opinion, this is a great idea. If there are renamed suits or renamed court cards within the deck, this is like a quick guide, so that, you know, I don't have to thumb through the guidebook to refresh myself. I can just literally look on the inside of the box, and I see that the court cards are called the child, the teen, the adult, and the elder, and the actual suits are called the tangibles for the pentacles, the thoughts for the swords, passions for the wands, and cups for, the emotions for the cups. I think that's a really excellent quick guide without having to get into the guidebook. There is a little guidebook to go with this deck, and these are the cards. Now these are the backs. They come edged in green out the box, and what I really like about this deck is not only you've got the name of the card, you've also got like a prompt or a little bit of an affirmation or a question or some kind of like nudge or poke to make you really think, and it offers an excellent way to build a dialogue around the cards, which I really, really appreciate. So it's a bit of a, for me, this is turned out to be a tarot / oracle deck. So we've got the 3 of Passions, which is the 3 of Wands. When was the last time you felt alive? And this card has actually it's been stalking me. We've got the 3 of Thoughts, which is the Swords. Head and heart are not mutually exclusive. Now I'm just going to read a couple more, and I'm going to just show you a bit of the guidebook as well, because, you know, the guidebook is really good as well. 10 of Passions, which is the 10 of Wands. Be careful what you wish for. Oh, we're going to do one more, which is the Tower. The Tower, creation and destruction are 2 sides of the same coin. Ooh, boom, I like that. Let me just show you the guidebook really quickly. I might just show you the Tower card, because you know, why not? So here we go. We've got, and sorry, can I just say what I do really appreciate about the guidebook as well is that it's like, it's all different text. It just makes the guidebook really, really interesting. It's really it's not random. There is method to the madness. Not there's madness in the guidebook, but I don't know, I just love it. I love it that it's all like, you know, a bit out there. I like that. So it says the Tower. Mars energy drives us to construct the things we think will keep us secure. But the truth is that nothing is secure. Every tower we build will eventually crumble. There's a sense of security in that insecurity, in knowing that none of us is exempt. So even so, how often do we hold on to something that isn't for us? This is how the Tower offers us the helping hand. It removes the things that we don't know how to let go of. It's a kind of bitter medicine, but it is truly that, medicine. Resist the urge to resist. Rapid redirection is what's needed now. And then you've even got the what's the word? The planet that's the ruler of the card. Holy moly, I couldn't think of the word. So yeah, loving this deck. I did really think long and hard, because it was quite an expensive deck for what I believe to be mass market, which might not be. It might actually be indie. I do apologise. If I can find that out, I should put it on the screen for you. I should confirm it on the screen for you right now. What does it say? You're wiser than I am. Okay, let's get into the next prompt. So prompt number 4 is the title made me do it. So it was the title or the theme that captured me. That's got to be this one. This is a new deck that I got into my collection this month. Can you guess what it is by the bag? No, I don't think you can, because I'm teasing you. I'm being a bit mean. I don't think you'll guess it. I love the bag. Yeah, totally, fits my aesthetics. And the actual deck, sorry, I'm just trying to get the bag out of the way, is the Tarot Z. Wait, I don't say Z, I say Z, but it doesn't sound very sexy. Tarot Z, so I'm going to call it Tarot Z. I edged mine in black. I got this maybe a week ago, I think. I edged it straight away. And I purchased this one basically because I already own Tarot V, which I adore. It's one of my favourite decks in my collection. Like one of my best tools, I think, for shadow work and healing work. And I felt a need to get Tarot Z as well. And it's not for Halloween, and it's not for zombies. I'm not connecting these figures with zombies. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to go into it anymore. So I haven't delved so much into it yet. This is being used for a practice that I'm that's like hovering on the horizon right at the minute. And that's all I'm basically going to be able to say, to be quite frank, because I haven't done so many readings with it. I love this. Love that. Blooming love this. Oh, and I blooming love this as well. So yeah, that's what I'm going to tell you. But I do really appreciate the artwork. Pretty much like Tarot V. And you know how much, you know what I think about that. If you've been with me for any amount of time, you'll know how much I love that deck. And I kind of get the same kind of feels from this deck. I think it's going to be interesting, and I think it's going to be another great tool. I blooming love that as well, and I like this as well. Oh, so yeah, that's my deck for this prompt. Let's move on to prompt number 5, I believe, and that is the artwork made me do it. Oh, now Gordon Bennett, that could be any of the decks in my collection, because I do get seduced by the artwork. But which deck specifically did I choose for this prompt? So my choice for this deck might leave you scratching your head, but this is the Murder of Crows Tarot. This is a Lo Scarabeo deck. Now I saw the limited edition, which I feel is coming out quite soon, which has like red on the edges and in the artwork. Now this was the mass market deck, obviously the original, I'm going to say, which was just black and white, but little old me, thinking about the limited edition, I was thinking, well, I could probably do it myself. And I decided to purchase the mass market black and white and make it my own with some red, and do it in my own way. So basically, this was, a couple of days ago, this deck was just black and white. And then I got a red Sharpie out of my, arts and crafty stash, and, threw some red pen on it and then just smudged it with my finger when it was still wet. That's what I did. And I really liked the way they turned out. Now, some of them there's more red on them than others, because, I just initially when I first started doing this, I was like really careful. I was like, oh, I don't know, should I do more? I don't know. Ooh. And then just the further I went on in the cards, I was just like, yep, red, smudge it, bish, bash, bosh, love it. Red, smudge it, bish, bash, bosh, love it. And the less precious I became with it, the better the result, actually, personally, in my humble opinion. You might not think this might not be your aesthetic, or it might not float your boat, but this, to me, this really works. So I'm really, really happy with the way it turned out, and this like smudging going on in the cards. Really, really, really appreciate that. So all I did, as mentioned, was I use a red Sharpie and smudge it with my finger when it was wet. And there you go. So I really like it. I really, really like it. And I especially like this one. Let me just see if I can, I like this. I love the tower card. I love this. I think this came out really, really well. There's a couple of others. Let me just show you another one of my favourites. Obviously, they're all red. This reminds me of Nosferatu. I can't say the name, I'm sorry. You might have noticed. I like this. I like this. I just really like this pop of colour. I like this pop of red. And I think this one came out really nicely. So, yeah, the artwork made me do it, definitely, with this deck. And the potential that I could... I'm going to say duplicate the limited edition, which, you know, is coming out soon, but it was much more expensive. And I just thought I could do that. I reckon I could do that myself. And I'm really happy with the way it came out. So yeah, that was the deck that I chose for that prompt. Love this. Prompt number 6, the hype made me do it. The hype made me do it. Well, this was quite an easy decision to make and an easy deck to pull forward. Which deck did I choose? Let's get into it. So I chose the Poesis Oracle, but the French version. So last year, when I was supposedly on my low buy year, which totally went out the window, I stumbled upon this one on Amazon France. Why was I looking at Amazon France? That is an excellent question. I can't answer it. And I saw this and I was like, the Poesis Oracle in French? Yes, please. Obviously, it was a mass market price point, and I didn't want to spend out on the independent version. Anyway, so I decided to edge mine in purple, and this is such a versatile deck. I really enjoy it. Now, I used it quite a lot last year. Like I mentioned, it is a versatile deck, and it kind of pairs with everything, especially because it's cream and black. And now, at the moment, I'm actually pairing this with the Murder of Crows Tarot and even the Wanderer's Tarot. Dare I show you a pairing? I shouldn't really, but you know what? I'm gonna. So we've got the Murder of Crows, we've got the Poesis French Oracle, and we've also got the Wanderer's Tarot. All of these are mass market. Yeah. Now, I haven't been using this one pretty much at all this year, which is really surprising because last year this was my most used deck. It was a deck that I used from February to December, pretty much every day, pulling cards every single day, I would say. It was like my daily draw, my deck for like creative work and stuff. And this year it's been like, no, not at all. And so much so that I've actually moved the deck, which I had sitting on my desk in like a little holder, to the side of me now. So that could also be why maybe that I haven't used it as much, because it's been like out of sight. I don't know, but I just got a bee in my bonnet a couple of days ago and I was like, I'm going to pair these three together. I don't know why, but I need to. And they've been so good. So good. So yes, this wasn't supposed to be a playing with pairs, but you know how these videos go by now. You know, I kind of, I just roll with it, and maybe, you know, I think maybe you know by now that you need to roll with it as well. I don't know. Hopefully, you know, it's all good. I'm going to take a couple more, and then we're going to move along. Now the guidebook is poetry, but it's obviously in French, which is easy to translate. This one I don't use with the guidebook, and actually, to be honest, this one I haven't even gone to the guidebook yet, which is really, I've just realised I haven't gone to the guidebook. So this has obviously been a very intuitive reader for me. Last one, and then we're going to move on to the next prompt. Ooh, love. Next prompt is prompt number 7. My dark side or my shadow side made me do it. Well, my dark side or my shadow side has been making me do or buy or purchase a lot of dark decks recently. But which deck did I choose for this prompt? So I could have chosen so many different decks, but I'm going to choose this one. This is a Gothic Witches Oracle. This is a mass market deck. I had this on pre-order. I was buying at the bit. I was like, you know, I was chomping at the bit to get my hands on this baby. I like the box. It's like, you know, a fold out, what's it called? Magnetic box. Some of the artwork can be triggering. Just a bit of a warning. So, you know, be warned. These are the backs. I've edged mine when I first got it. I must have got it maybe like a week ago or something. And these are the edges that I did myself in black, because you know, surprise, surprise. What's the word? What's the word? Warning for triggering images, I'm going to say. So this imagery is a bit darker, and it's a lot darker than a lot of other decks I've seen, which are mass market currently. So this was quite, I personally feel this is quite a breath of fresh air. So we've got constructing a shadow shrine, learning from sorrow, this, accessing the web of life, shattering the mental prison, honouring our ancestors, divining the unknown, utilising dark magical tools, casting with water magic, transcending suffering, examining sex and gender identity, creating dark art, I love that one, loving your uniqueness, nurturing your inner child, and we're going to do one more. Let's just see. I don't want to offend anybody. We'll do this one. This card's been stalking me. Communicating with the dead. So yeah, I've been really enjoying this one. I haven't done so much work with it, but that's because at the minute I haven't been dipping into my shadow work journal book, which I'm actually working with at the minute. So you've got, I'm just going to show you the guidebook really quickly. So you've got like this coloured image, then you've got some key themes, and then you've got the title of the card, the esoteric summary, and then you've got activating the insight. And that's the same for all the cards. Did I say how many cards there were? I don't think I did. There are 40 cards in this deck. And I just really appreciate the artwork. I appreciate it that it's kind of, as mentioned, it's a bit of a breath of fresh air from what we usually see in the mass market decks, I think. And I'm, if you've seen my channel recently, I'm loving the dark decks. It was a no-brainer. So I shall let you know more about this deck in my May favourites. So keep an eye out for that coming very soon. Prompt number 8. My inner child made me do it. Well, yeah, let's take a look. My inner child most definitely made me purchase this deck. This is the Wizard of Oz Tarot. I was anticipating this deck. I was so looking forward to it. I still haven't used it because, other things have been calling to me, but there is no panic, there is time, and I'm going to be doing a deep dive with this. I've purchased the books a few months ago. It must have been before Christmas, I think, in anticipation for this deck. And I've only read, I haven't read any of the books actually, to be honest. Well, I have actually, I'm lying. I read Wizard of Oz as a child, but I've only seen the film. So as far as on my understanding, the film is based on just like the first book, I feel. So I'm looking forward to getting into the others and reading those. I haven't edged mine yet, and I'm thinking, the obvious choice is green for Emerald City, but wouldn't it be cool to edge them in red for the Ruby Slippers or yellow for the Yellow Brick Road? I don't know. What do you think? Please vote. Red, green or yellow? Let me know in the comment section. These are the cards. Oh, I really like them. And I haven't read from the guidebook yet. And I saw a recent review, and I can't think whose channel I saw it on. And they were mentioning that the guidebook is really good. I think it was... what's their name? They've been gone from YouTube for quite a while. They've just come back. Something about flowers. The girl with flower. Oh, I can't think what the name is. Oh, if I remember their name, I'll put the name on the screen for you. These are renamed. We've got the bricks, which are the pentacles. We've got the brooms, which are the wands. We've got the spears, which are the swords. And what we're missing. We're missing the cups, right? I love this star. I think that's beautiful. Oh, here we go. The cans, which is the cup suit, which I think is cool. Love this so much, and I really love this. Isn't that just so fun? There are a lot of images in here that just, I get this flood of nostalgia, and I love this. Oh, it gives me the heebie-jeebies when I was a child when I saw Miss Grolsch. Is her name Miss Grolsch? Miss Grolsch? No, that sounds like a beer. I don't know. I can't think. But you know, when they're flying and or they're cycling and then they turn into a witch, it used to give me the heebie-jeebies, but it was so much fun because I knew that sooner or later we'll be ending up in the Land of Oz, which was great. So yes, this is definitely the deck that my inner child chose for me, and it is a deck that I'm looking forward to working with real soon. Prompt number 9. Impulse made me do it. Ooh, well, let's get into it. So the deck that fits that prompt perfectly is this deck. I'm going to say it's pronounced Gustav Dora Tarot. If I've said that incorrectly, I apologise. Mass market. This is a low Scarabeo deck, I want to say. It's a low Scarabeo deck. These are the backs. Haven't edged mine yet, which I'm going to. And these are the images. Now they're black and white, or maybe black and cream. And I don't think I want to go too much into, almost like Tarot Z. It's for a practice it's on the horizon. It's hovering in the horizon. I don't want to go too much into it at the moment. This is very interesting. But just know that it's been purchased for a reason. However, it was a bit of an impulse because I can't think what brought this deck into my mind, but I must have seen the artwork somewhere and I was like, yes. That is perfect for what I'm about to, the path I'm about to, I feel, step onto. So yes, it all sounds very mysterious. I'm not trying to be mysterious, but I don't know enough at the minute to tell you. But keep an eye out in May, or maybe my June intentions actually would be a better video to keep an eye out for. Love this card. Love that so much. Yeah, let's move on to the final prompt, which is prompt number 10. This is an open prompt, so we can add our own prompts, which I really like. So I'm going to add the prompt, the falling down a rabbit hole made me do it. Let's get into it. So if you saw my May intentions video, you might remember that I was looking into, I'm going to call them ancients. Other people call them demons. I'm also researching into Lucifer. And for that reason, I purchased the Occult Tarot. I also purchased the Demon Tarot. And so I'm not using this as a tarot deck. I'm using this as more like a research deck. And I purchased this one and the Demon Tarot at the same time. I don't call them demons, I call them ancients. And as mentioned, I'm researching into the information around them, I'm going to say. And I got a bee on it a couple of days later after filming that video that I needed to look at the duality. I need to look at the angels as well. So the angels and the ancients. So yeah, neither deck is going to be used as a tarot. Both decks, as mentioned, are being used for research purposes. And on these cards, you can see that there's an illustration, there's the name. You've even got the name of the tarot, although that's not particularly relevant to me. And you've got the sigils of both the angel and the ancient. And then you've got what the angel or the ancient is maybe not useful, but like what they are known for, or what they are helpful for if you're calling upon these energies. So yeah, so this was me totally falling down a rabbit hole. You have to excuse my kitty cat. We are having another argument again, and we are arguing over it if it's his meal time or not, and it is not. So yeah, so this is me totally falling down a rabbit hole. Just FYI, this is continuing into June. So yeah, that's it. Those were the 10 prompts. What do you say? Are you up for doing this hashtag? I think I'm going to be a bit of a cheeky monkey and tag 3 people. May I? Could I? Can I be so bold? Please don't feel you have to, you know, reply to this what's the request. You don't. No pressure. No pressure. I'm going to nominate or tag Mand from Mystic Mand, MZ from Mystic MZ, and Tammy Pie. What do you say? Are you up for a VR? Let's support a new channel. What do you reckon? What do you say? No pressure. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I'm going to wish you a lovely morning, a lovely afternoon, a lovely evening, wherever you are. Thank you to Dragonfly Dilly. This was a really, really fun tag. Yeah, love the fact that, you know, you've got a tag out there straight away. You know, go rogue from the get-go. I love it. Until the next video. Toodaloo.